Welcome back to Gear Shift Hub, where we dive deep into the latest and greatest machines that are shaping the future of two wheels. Today, we're stepping into a space where heritage meets modern innovation, as we take a full look at the 2026 Honda Super Cub 160 Enduro. For decades, the Honda Super Cub has been the most iconic motorcycle on the planet, selling in the tens of millions and defining affordable, reliable, and approachable transportation for everyday riders. But Honda has taken that DNA and injected it with something far more adventurous, an Enduro-ready version designed for those who want the charm of a Super Cub but the ability to tackle dirt trails, gravel paths, and rugged back roads with confidence. The 2026 Honda Super Cub 160 Enduro isn't just a commuter, it's a lifestyle machine, bridging the gaps between daily utility and off-road fun. Let's start with what makes this model stand out. At its core, the Super Cub 160 Enduro builds on Honda's updated 160cc air-cooled, single-cylinder engine, the same power unit that has proven itself across Honda's commuter and scooter lineup. This engine has been tuned for efficiency and smooth power delivery, making around 16 horsepower with a strong spread of torque that comes in lowering the rev range. That makes it perfect not only for city riding but also for climbing hills and handling uneven terrain without feeling underpowered. Fuel injection keeps it crisp and responsive, while Honda's engineering ensures bulletproof reliability. With a claimed fuel economy of over 60 kilometers per liter, it's one of the most efficient adventure-inspired bikes on the market. That means you get a capable machine that won't burn a hole in your pocket when it comes to running costs. Performance-wise, Honda knew they had to step up from the regular Super Cub to make the Enduro worthy of its name. That's why the suspension setup has been completely upgraded. The front forks are longer travel units with beefier tubes, giving you better stability and shock absorption on rough terrain. The rear gets twin shocks tuned for off-road performance, ensuring that the bike can handle rocky paths, potholes, and dirt trails without losing comfort. Ground clearance has also been raised, making it far more capable when the road ends and the adventure begins. Honda even fitted block-pattern dual-purpose tires on 17-inch spoked wheels, which not only look the part but provide real grip in loose conditions. Braking is handled by disc brakes front and rear with ABS tuned for both road and light off-road use, giving you confidence whether you're stopping on tarmac or gravel. From a design perspective, the Super Cub 160 Enduro is a real head-turner. It retains the nostalgic charm of the Super Cub silhouette at the step-through frame, the slim profile, and that classic styling, but it's been toughened up with modern adventure-inspired touches. The front gets a small rally-style fender, and the handlebars are wider with a crossbar brace for added strength. There's a small wind deflector above the LED headlight, and protective guards have been added to key areas like the exhaust and engine casing. The seat is slightly taller and more padded for long-distance comfort, while the frame has been reinforced to handle rougher riding conditions. Honda also made sure to keep the bike practical, with the rear luggage rack built in for carrying gear, making it not only an off-road toy but also a practical machine for touring and daily errands. Technology-wise, Honda has brought the Super Cub into the modern age without losing its simplicity. You get full LED lighting, a digital LCD instrument cluster with gear position indicator, trip computer, and fuel range display, as well as Honda's smart key system for keyless ignition. There's even a USB-C charging port discreetly fitted for powering up your phone or GPS device on longer adventures. It's the kind of thoughtful upgrade that makes the bike feel like a modern machine while staying true to the Super Cub's core simplicity and charm. When it comes to riding experience, the 2026 Super Cub 160 Enduro is all about balance. On the street, it feels nimble and incredibly easy to ride, thanks to its lightweight and smooth engine. Filtering through traffic is effortless, and the step-through design makes it accessible for riders of all sizes. But the real magic happens when you take it off the beaten path. The upgraded suspension, knobby tires, and raised stance make it far more capable than you'd expect from a machine that still carries the Super Cub name. It's not a hardcore dirt bike, of course, but it gives you confidence to explore trails, unpaved roads, and camping paths in a way no standard Cub could. It's a bike that invites you to go further, to break the routine of simple commuting, and to explore more of the world around you. One of the biggest selling points of this bike is its accessibility. The Super Cub has always been about bringing motorcycling to the masses, and the Enduro version stays true to that mission. It's lightweight, easy to handle, unintimidating for new riders, and yet adventurous enough for experienced riders who want a second bike for fun weekends. And because it's a Honda, parts availability, service support, and reliability are practically unmatched. This is the kind of bike you can buy and keep for decades, knowing it'll start every morning and get you home every night. Now, let's talk price. Because Honda has been smart with positioning the Super Cub 160 Enduro. While exact figures will vary depending on the market, early indications suggest it will land around $4,200 to $4,500. That makes it one of the most affordable adventure-inspired motorcycles available, undercutting many dual sport and entry-level adventure bikes, while delivering a unique package that blends classic design, modern convenience, and real-world usability. It's not just a purchase, it's an investment in practicality and fun rolled into one. So who is the 2026 Honda Super Cub 160 Enduro for? Well, if you're someone who wants a bike that can do it all: a daily commuting, weekend exploring, light touring, and even some off-road fun, this bike deserves a serious look. If you've always loved the charm of the Super Cub but wanted something tougher and more adventurous, this is the answer. And if you're new to riding and want a machine that's approachable yet versatile, the Enduro could be the perfect gateway into the world of two wheels. In the end, what Honda has created with the Super Cub 160 Enduro is more than just another version of the world's best-selling motorcycle. They've built a bridge between past and present, between city and wilderness, and between practicality and adventure. It's a machine that carries the DNA of a legend but adapts it for a new generation of riders who want more freedom and more possibilities. Honda has taken an icon and made it tougher, bolder, and more fun, while keeping it simple, affordable, and accessibly everything the Super Cub has always stood for. That wraps up our full review of the 2026 Honda Super Cub 160 Enduro. It's a bike that proves you don't need massive horsepower or a heavyweight frame to have an adventure. You just need something reliable, efficient, and ready for anything. And that's exactly what Honda has delivered. So, what do you think about this rugged twist on a timeless classic? Would you take the Super Cub 160 Enduro for your daily ride and weekend getaways? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned here on Gear Shift Hub for more reviews of the latest motorcycles shaping the future of riding.